everybody. Welcome to Check the Market. Good morning, Charles, Joy, Eric, Dale, Gerald. DWAC acting like a penny stock. Yes, it is. Naveed, Tanya, good morning. Ninja, good morning. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? Nick, good morning. Ian, welcome. Where's everybody watching from? We got a great show today. We're gonna have a special guest on. We're gonna be talking crypto and DWAC, which is up over $100 right now. Pre-market $101, $102. Just cruising. Is this the next AMC? Is this the next GameStop? It went from being the, I believe, it was the 8th or 9th most discussed stock on Wall Street Bets, and today it's the 3rd most discussed. Myrtle Beach, welcome. Ohio, Pierpont, Ohio, Tulsa. Awesome. New Mexico. Michael from Denver, welcome. Roger from Somerville, South Carolina. Should have still bought at 30. This is one, I don't know. These are the kind of stocks that I usually stay away from. If I don't get in right at the beginning, I usually stay away from them. But let's welcome our special guest. Doug, are you on?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I like the view there in the background.
Yeah, I'm down here in my industrial loft in Beijing, China. So just hanging out, checking out what's going on with DWAC.
Did you see it this morning?
Oh my goodness, I've been watching it nonstop. It's insane.
It is. Are you in it? Did you get into it? No.
Oh, I wish I got in it.
No. Yeah, I didn't get it. If I didn't get in at
yeah, I'm not touching it now.
No, there's no way. There's going to be some serious bag holders there. But I think it's interesting, don't you think, that it's cruising. It's now at $105, $106 pre-market. 107, just keeps going up.
Yeah, that's insane.
This should be, honestly, this shows that there's still a ton of support, because I guarantee you a lot of this isn't just hype, but a lot of people that truly believe in this, that are investing in it, right?
Yeah, no, I thought it was going to go the way of Parler.
Yeah.
And I was wrong. Like, people are excited about this thing.
Yeah.
And I do think it's going to do well now. I think he released it the right way.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
because it came out of nowhere.
But don't you think, I was talking about this a little bit yesterday, they need to make sure that the launch is almost perfect.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll get hammered. They'll get so much bad press, and then it's gonna go the way of Gab and Parler, where it's just constantly, that's just where terrorists communicate or whatnot. So they need to make sure that the launch is perfect.
Yeah, and they're definitely gonna come out with that stuff. But if the app is good enough, and like what John said the other day, if he can get around Apple somehow.
Yeah.
On the phone, because that's where the majority of people are going to be using it. If he can create something that's like mobile friendly and around the app store, it has a real chance. But I can't believe like Donald Trump wouldn't think of these things before he released it.
Yeah, I know, but it's Donald Trump has had a reputation for just some time, just like walking away from businesses, basically.
Yeah.
In the past, and that's why, he needs to make sure that this is perfectly executed and excellent, just like his restaurant was at the Las Vegas hotel there. That was they did have some really good food there. It was executed
Oh,
excellent.
that's hot. That's hot.
What? Oh my gosh. I'll have to look up the reference to that one, to that sound bit.
It's now at $120. Markets are open, and it's at $127.
100, yeah, it's just ripping. Did that beat the Bitcoin volume, the ETF?
Oh yeah, I mean it was at it was the highest traded yesterday. It was at 470 million at the end of the day.
That's incredible.
From an average
yes, I'm up
10
for
day
it.
of 147,000
We are Chinese
or
people.
something like that to 470 million.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yep. That is insane. 131.
131.
Who's getting in on it?
Yeah, who's getting in now? Who's getting in at 131? Let's take this thing to 1,000. Put up that one article that I sent from Zero Hedge real quick. We'll take a look at that. Ivana, are you still in it? Man, people that are still holding this now, that makes me, as a more conservative investor, that makes me nervous. Like, it makes me nervous for you.
Yeah, at least take out your original investment. Make it free for you.
Yeah, yeah.
See, if you're going to ride it, at least don't risk your money.
Ivana got in at 25, and she's still in it at 131.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. Take out your original investment.
Great job. Congratulations. It's stopped. They stopped trading. It's stuck at 131.90, so I'm sure they held it at this point.
Which
that's hot. That's hot.
You don't like it when they do the circuit breakers?
No, that's not a free market.
Yeah, I guess. But would you say you're in the stock and it goes the other way? Wouldn't you be happy if there's a circuit breaker?
No.
No?
I want a free market.
You'd rather just it drop and you lose everything?
I'm the kill switch. I am. I'm the kill switch. I want zero or the moon. Every single time. Don't stop my trading.
Roger put in $28 and it's now over $200.
Nice.
So that's great.
That's great returns, man. Take out the 28.
Yeah. Tiff T did take out her original and she bought in at 1272. So that's 10x, more than 10x.
That's crypto. That's crypto money right there.
That's crypto money right there. All right, pull up that one article real quick. Saba Capital dumped Trump Truth SPAC due to values, missed 700% gains. Special purpose acquisition company Digital World Acquisition Corp is continuing to charge higher this morning in pre-open trading, topping $80 and now $131.90. An astonishing 500 million shares changed hands during regular hours on Thursday. That's around 17 times the number available. The holding company for Trump Media and Technology Group, which is creating a new social media platform called Truth Social, is up over 700% since its announcement before yesterday's open, but not everyone who was in early participated in the dramatic run-up. Saba Capital sold holdings in Digital World Acquisition in the first hours of trading Thursday for a small profit, citing a statement from Boaz Weinstein. Continue. I knew that for Saba, the right thing was to sell our entire stake of unrestricted shares, which we have now done. Many investors are grappling with hard questions about how to incorporate their values into their work. For us, this was not a close call. Weinstein said in a statement, "It appears the truth set Boaz free from big returns. Freedom of speech is apparently just too terrifying to invest in. Or is this another example of get woke, go broke?" Go to the next one. There's one more slide. Wall Street Bets has seen a surge in interest in the SPAC. Finally, we know that DWAC would have to reach $1,739 to be as large as Twitter. Food for thought for analyst price targets. So let's get it to $1,739. That'll be the target there for Wall Street Bets and for everybody investing in the company.
Diamond hands.
Diamond hands, that's right.
Don't sell.
But what do you think? I wanted to ask you about all of that because it's coming up more and more, the whole ESG thing. So, and they're pushing it now. Now they want to make it easier for people to be able to invest into or to make ESG a priority for their 401ks.
What do you mean by ESG?
Environmental social governance, all of that, like
like the social credits and carbon credits.
Yeah, and it's more about like the companies having to meet certain ESG goals, and they'll get better deals on loans from banks. They'll get like that's the direction that they want to take everything in. But to me, it just sounds like it's, I'm doing responsible investing, but I'm sacrificing gains. Because if you look at like a company like ExxonMobil, right, that is now trying to divest from fossil fuels, which is what that company does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. I wanted to ask you what you thought about all this like ESG stuff.
Yeah, well, I think it's stupid, but I think it's, unless this whole Trumpism stuff like really goes strong and they can fight, like, because that's where that ends. If none of this stuff would really be a reality if like these elite people that want this social credit and companies social credit, that would all not even be a reality if it was like 10 years ago, or 20 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just that form of like socialism kind of
creeping in.
Yeah, creeping in. Yeah. So I don't like it, but I kind of see that as being the future.
Yeah.
These carbon credits things, I don't like the idea, but is it going to stop it because I don't like it? I don't know. We'll see how far Trump goes with it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Linda Warren put $500 in DWAC, and it's now over $1,300. Congratulations, Linda. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
236 at 23. Just taking on my profits as it runs up. Good job, Michael. That's awesome. Made 200% yesterday, and now wish I'd stayed in. That's dangerous. That's what I would do is a lot of times is when I invested in things like this that went up a lot, I would sell, but I'd keep watching it throughout the day. And it would just make me feel like horrible because but then I'm thinking, man, I should have stayed in. I should have put more money in. And it just like, it wasn't good for me because I was just sad or whatever. So what I did to make sure that didn't happen is as soon as I sold at a profit, if I invested in one of these, that went up 100% in a day, 50%, whatever, is I would sell and then I just close it down. I wouldn't even look at it until the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, if it's up 200%, then it's like, oh, well, I made some money. Now it's too late to invest anyway. So that would help me like get over that like feeling of regret because of the decision that I made. How do you deal with that, Doug? Like if you miss out on something, or do you keep watching it, or do you then just like close out of it and forget about it until the next day or whatever?
Well, I went through that in 2017 with crypto. Yeah. But I didn't sell short. I held on to everything. So I went through the entire long bear market at 80% losses from the high, which put me in the negative for years.
Yeah.
And I just kept buying in. And so when you do that and hold through it, then it makes it a lot easier to care less about missing the exact tops or, personally, I don't care if I get the exact top,
Yeah.
But to kind of, to hedge against that, like I put like places where I want to sell at certain levels.
Yeah.
So I'm taking profits, like I'm hedging out of my position. I always hedge out. If I'm taking profits, I'll sell like 10% at this level. So it's easier to do that. Pick spots where you're like, hey man, I made a 10x right here. I'm taking 50%.
Yeah.
And then if it goes up another 25% or whatever you want to do, just keep selling more and more until you're completely out, or maybe you want to hold the last 10% all the way through.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Yeah. That's Tammy said she's up 10,000 in DWAC. Congratulations, Tammy. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's amazing. Sell half.
Let's get an air horn for Tammy. Ding ding ding. Good job. That's awesome. Have a great day, Gerald.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Right.
Something ain't right.
It hit a circuit breaker. It was going up way too fast, so it hit a circuit breaker. So everybody can relax. It is kind of crazy how they do that, the circuit breakers.
I don't like it, man. That's why I like crypto. You can't shut it off, man.
That is true. It just keeps cruising.
My account will swing 60% a day.
Yeah. Let's talk about crypto a little bit.
Yeah.
What's going on with crypto? It's cruising. Do you think it's all just the hype because of that ETF, or do you think there's some underlying things? What's going on? What do you think from your research of the crypto market is going on?
Well, okay. So I believe in this is purely speculation, right?
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency. So it's all based on fear and greed. So I don't care what's in the news. There's this saying, show me the charts and I'll show you the news.
Yeah.
But the Bitcoin ETF, man, that is huge, because you're talking about like a couple $1 trillion is nothing in the regular stock market.
Yeah.
So if you and you give the okay to the normies, like the normal people investing in a stock market that were afraid of Bitcoin,
yeah,
you have an access point, and then these hedge funds now can start, shorting it too, but also longing it, and leveraged. I mean, that access is derivatives. I think the derivatives market in 2018 or 19 was estimated at like $650 trillion.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's insane. I mean, there's not that much money in it.
Yeah.
But it's all leveraged. So it's kind of notional, but still, that's what it can open it up to. So I think we're going to see some astronomical numbers in Bitcoin. And I to put a number on it, I would say 100 to like 200K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time frame do you think? By the end of the year, beginning of next year? What are you looking at for time frame there?
I have two different scenarios. One where we hit like 80, 90 or something like that for Bitcoin, and then we retrace about 60, 70%, and we just consolidate there for most of a year.
Yeah.
And then we take another hit up. And then the shorter version where we hit like 120 or something like that, and it'll be this year. Yeah. Before the end of this year, maybe into January or something like that. I think that's more likely the scenario, and then we enter a bear market. But who knows?
Yeah.
We'll just kind of keep an eye out for what's happening. I have an idea of what might happen when it happens. We'll kind of get close to that and see what's going on. Once we start getting up to that 100,000 level, and we see Bitcoin take a sharp dive down, and then altcoins take off. Yeah. That's it'll get interesting then.
Yeah.
Especially for XRP, Ethereum, you know, all the XLM, ADA, all that stuff is going to get to be a lot of fun.
Fly me to the moon.
Yep.
Are we seriously at 0 viewers on Facebook? Oh, okay. XRP. Let's talk about XRP.
XRP.
What's going on? Any news on it?
Yeah.
In terms of lawsuit?
Not the best news.
Not the best news.
Yeah. They gave the SEC the extension on discovery until January.
Man.
Yeah. So, I mean, they can still... No! they can still settle on in between that time frame. Yeah. And SEC brought up like $1.3 billion for a settlement. That's what they want. So, you know, the fact that they're putting out numbers, that's an optimistic sign. Maybe they want more time to kind of settle on a number and what the terms are going to be.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be a decision by the judge. I 100% think there's going to be a settlement.
Yeah. Well, Gary Gensler needs a nice retirement fund, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, if he just follows Nancy Pelosi's trading, he should be all set in that matter.
That is true.
You know, I'm sure they're friends. I'm sure they talk. So just. Yeah. But yeah, that's what's going on with XRP. I don't think it's really going to affect the price. Yeah, I don't really. I think it's still going to rocket.
Yeah.
Because it, you know, during that whole lawsuit, it went down to 17 cents. I was buying up boatloads of that stuff.
Yeah.
And it went from, during this whole lawsuit thing, went from 17 cents to $1.98.
Yeah.
You know, in a few months. So, you know, people are speculating.
Yeah.
That's all this is, you know, and they want to make money. So they see something cheap and then they buy it and then it gets expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. If anybody has any questions, you can write them in the comments, and I'll let Doug know if anybody has any questions about any specific cryptocurrency. Is it still halted? Is trading still halted?
Let me see here.
Because my chart hasn't refreshed here.
Yeah, it hasn't moved at all.
Man.
Let me put
So they did like a 15-minute halt on it then.
I'll put a minute. Yeah, it's...
And our country's being run by a bunch of...
Charles just said that Gensler's net worth is 120 million.
I'm gonna punch you in the over.
Man, that's a nice net worth for somebody who works in the public service.
Definitely.
Hi there, non-binary dad.
Completely legitimate. It's good to know that the SEC isn't looking into any of that at all.
Yeah. Or Nancy Pelosi's trades or anything like that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on investing in sushi? Not the food, but like Sushi Swap.
Sushi Swap? Yeah. Honestly, I thought it was a joke. It's not. That's one of the bigger decentralized apps.
Yeah.
So, you know, the pancake swap, I think that's the way of the future. They're still all based on the Ethereum network.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I'm still learning about them. You know, Avalanche. I think they're going to definitely take market share from Ethereum if they can make it cheaper.
Yeah.
To trade. You know, the gas fees just suck. But we got Flare eventually coming out with Songbird.
Yeah.
And that's based on the XRP blockchain. So, I mean, if you can make it sense to send millions of dollars,
yeah,
I don't see how any of these ones based on the Ethereum blockchain are going to be able to compete. We'll see what happens with Ethereum 2.0 if it can make it cheaper. But, you know, until that stuff happens, we're still kind of waiting on Flare. Flare was supposed to get released in like Q2 of this year.
Yeah.
Never. So hopefully that comes out soon. Songbird. I'm finally getting my Songbird token.
Yeah.
And that I mean, free money,
Yeah.
free internet magic money. So I'll take it.
And then VeChain. Can you talk about
VeChain?
VeChain? Yes.
Yeah. I don't trust China.
Okay.
And that's a Chinese blockchain.
Yes,
They can
hello,
just
please. We are Chinese people.
Yeah, I don't trust them. So I mean, I trust VeChain, you know, for cryptocurrency. I think they're legitimate, and I held some. I made a small profit, got out, got into something else I was interested in. I think they're going to be a part of the future, but if China can just shut things down on tech companies, whatever.
China, 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 China.
Some great sound effects this morning.
Yes. Very.
Go ahead.
So yeah, you know, if you think they're going to get past the whole Chinese thing, which I think they probably will, you could invest in. I just don't know how well they'll do because of it.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, I try to stay away from everything Chinese right now, just because of the volatility. I have been looking at a couple of, not cryptocurrencies, but stocks, like Alibaba, you know, things like that, to see whether or not I wanna get in, because I know that there's gonna be a bottom at some point, and there's some money to be made.
And like LKCO.
LKCO, other company, I think mainly the bigger Chinese companies that have lost, 30, 40% of their value over the last couple of months. But China isn't done cracking down on them, because every day you see new news article. Now they're going to the financial sector. So it looks like they're just going from sector to sector to sector, and until they're done.
What do you think the reason is that for?
I think it's just consolidation, because the billionaires there, up until like 2018, 2019, beginning of 2019, it seemed like the billionaires in China were gaining a lot of power. And, if they would have like all put themselves together, they could have gone up against the Chinese government. And I think the Communist Party doesn't want to give up that control.
He said his body flooding with estrogen.
So I think that's one of the main reasons, because who was the most famous guy? What's his name? The guy from Alibaba, Jack Ma.
I will never acknowledge Joe Biden as the president of the United States.
Jack, who's running the soundboard back there?
Is it John?
Oh no, it's Kobe. That's why.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah. So Jack Ma wasn't seen for a long time, and he just now traveled international again. He hasn't traveled international for 2 years. So he's basically been on house arrest in China, but it's because he spoke up against the government. And so I think that's what caused a lot of this, was because you had IPOs of Alibaba, and then he was trying to take the Ant Group public, and that didn't happen, which is the parent company of Alibaba. And that's just what happened. What started all of this, starting in the end of 2019, I believe. Yeah, the end of 2019 is when all of this started, and it's been, a couple of years of crackdowns, and now over the past couple of months, they've really been going at it.
Ant Financial, not to bring up XRP again, was also a partner of XRP and Ripple. So there might be something to that too, with the Alipay. Yeah. I think he was just becoming too powerful, like with getting into financials. I don't think they like that, you know?
They don't. They don't like it when people that aren't, part of the Communist Party are in control of large chunks of finances in the economy.
Right.
They're not gonna go for that, because, they control the money. If they control the money, they control the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they went after Justin Tron for that too. The Tron.
Help us on. Help us on. Help us on.
Thank you, Kofi.
Who is that they went after?
Justin Tron.
Yeah.
He created that Tron token.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And, you know, he's the one that paid the highest price to eat a meal with Warren Buffett
Yeah.
that anybody had ever paid. And he's just like a very eccentric dude.
Yeah.
And the Chinese government doesn't like that. You know, they don't like that he paid $4 million. So they wouldn't even, they like raided his company.
Yeah.
And shut him down. And he disappeared from Twitter for like a while.
Yeah.
And he came out and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I've been sick in the hospital and all this kind of stuff. And it was like,
yeah, wonder
geez.
why.
Yeah.
What about Shiba Inu?
Yeah.
What do you think? I put $1,000 into it.
Yeah. You can make money. You know, at this, when I'll invest in Shiba Inu and Doge and all that stuff is in the bear market.
Yeah.
Like right now it's playing hot. It's like buying the Trump stock right now. I'm not touching it, you know? Something that's, you know, Doge already did like 81,000%.
Yeah.
They 81x their money. If it takes another leg up, which it certainly could because the bull run's not over, you just gotta know you're not gonna get those gains. You might get, you know, 5x, 10x. So just be safe.
Yeah. No,
if you do something like that.
That was probably just a pure gamble. That was just last weekend. I was like, I'm just gonna buy this.
And you know, don't look to get the 81,000% or something. Look to get like the 5x or the 10x, and then, you know, watching charts. I don't look. What's Shiba Inu? Let me look it up.
I'm up about 20% on it, and I'm thinking of selling it.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Because I could... Yeah, it looks like it might be setting up like a bull flag or something like that. Let me see.
You think Shiba Inu is gonna die soon?
No, I know, because people just trade. Like, if there's one thing I learned about crypto this year, is that it's just purely speculation. Like Doge.
Yeah.
When it was the bear market, I was like, I would never buy that. It was created as a joke.
Yeah.
And next year, you know, 2 years from now, whenever it bottoms out, 90%, 80%, I'm buying a bunch of stupid coins like that, you know. I'm going to put like, you know, 5-10 grand in them and just sit on them.
Yeah.
And if it goes to zero, it goes to zero. But it probably won't, because people are going to do the same exact thing they did this bull run, is buy stupid things. So
the casinofication of stocks and cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Well, you know, wait until the stock market is, you know, put on the blockchain.
Yeah.
You can sell fractions, you know, just tiny fractions of companies, and that'll be cool.
Are there any cryptocurrencies that you're interested in right now? That you're researching?
I'm interested in a couple of them, but I don't know if I want to share them because
some of them are don't do the like very risky one, but give me one that is like, you know, that you've looked at that you think that could serve some utility. It's not just like a, you know, like a gamble.
We don't know where it's going and stuff like that.
Exactly. If there's anything that you've been researching.
Well, it's once, you know, I do believe that Avalanche one will do good in the future.
Yeah.
You got Songbird. I think that came out. Flare. I don't think I've really talked about those ones, but they're based on the XRP blockchain, and you know, so that means it's fast. It's going to be cheap to move. It's going to be efficient, and they're getting into the NFT sector.
Yeah.
They feature smart contracts. I think Songbird, you know, given the name, I don't know too much about them, but I think Songbird is going to be more geared towards music.
Yeah.
So I've been keeping my eye on them, but I'm waiting for them to come out. You know, you can buy on BitTrue, basically, I don't know how to describe it, but I would say it's like, it's not the actual coin, but you can trade Flare on BitTrue.
Yeah.
And I made some money on that one. And then Songbird, I'm getting distributed. They're trading it right now, and I'm getting mine distributed at the end of October. So coming up pretty soon here. So I'll probably sell 25% and hold the rest, you know, and see where that thing goes. I think it's trading at like 50 cents right now. So those they could take up a lot of market share on Ethereum if they can't get their act together with the gas fees. You know, if Ethereum 2.0 doesn't turn out to be nearly as good as they're kind of saying it will be, then it's going to go towards Flare. And I think it's still a large portion of it still will. But the other things to look out for is the NFT space with like video games on the blockchain. Yeah. Kind of like what Facebook's doing. Facebook might take it, you know? So those things are the things you want to research, because I think those are going to be amazing. I mean, cryptocurrency inside a video game. Yeah. And there's like an open market. Like let's say you earned like a gun in Call of Duty. You could sell it for cryptocurrency to someone else on an open market and an NFT, and then go onto an exchange, sell it for, you know, digital dollars, and be able to make money playing video games by earning gun skins and stuff.
It's very interesting. I heard that that's what they're working on with the new GTA. That it's gonna be like, there's gonna be like the GTA dollar, and you know, basically like, you know, not that I play this game or anything, but
so we hear
you can buy like, you know, in-game money now with real dollars, but what you'll be able to do is, if you don't use that in-game, you'll be able to switch it back to real dollars, or if you make money in-game, which I think that's very interesting.
Yeah.
DWAC is now at 157.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this thing's gonna...
And it just halted trading again.
See, that's stupid. Just let it ride, man. All the way up to 600,000.
So it's not... it was almost, so what's that? Almost a tenth of the way to beating Twitter. Let's get it to 1,798.
This one must have gone up faster than the Tesla beginning of this year, or whenever that happened. Didn't Tesla like rise astronomically, and then they did a stock split and it kept going up?
Was that this year?
I think the beginning of this year, but maybe last. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one's going faster.
It is. This is moving real fast. Do you still like Digibyte?
Yeah, I'm holding it. I like Digibyte for the same reason I like XRP. It hasn't moved yet.
Yeah.
So I don't want to tell people about, Polkadot or Doge. When Doge 10x'd and it went up to 9 cents, people were like, "Hey, should I buy it?" And I was like, I wouldn't touch it, because it just 10x'd in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then it went all the way up to 60 cents. So I was wrong about that. But, you know, if you're going to give someone advice, I wouldn't touch. You buy things before they go, not after they already make 1,000% moves and stuff like that. So I like, you know, maybe Digibyte has a strong community on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, and they're doing things, they're getting into the NFT space. So it could be like a sleeping giant. But it hasn't moved at all. I mean, it's been very boring, but I'm holding on to some for that.
NFTs, do you think they're going to gain even more, popularity now that they're going to be listed on Coinbase is going to be selling NFTs?
Yeah, dude, it's the future. It's like crypto 2.0. Not necessarily the art thing. I think that was to bring in the hype, you know. But there's so much more to NFTs than just what the art scene is doing.
Yeah.
You know.
I had somebody contact me, which I didn't know, that they had a watch, they had a Swiss watch, and they logged onto their, they like registered it or whatever, and they got a notification to claim it on the blockchain as an NFT. So not only do they own the watch, but they own like the digital rights to it. So I thought that was very interesting, because that way you can cut down on thieves, because what if that watch gets stolen, right?
Yeah, and they try to resell it.
Yeah, how are you going to resell that watch you wouldn't be able to sell it for the same value as if you sold it for the same value and then transferred the NFT.
Right.
So I thought that was very interesting. This could be where, what about real estate? What about deeds for houses? What about all of that? Like your vehicle, do you think that all of that is moving towards like an NFT where you actually are the digital or hold the digital ownership of that on a blockchain? Yeah,
I do. But I would say maybe real estate might go into fraction, like NFTs. I guess you can make a bunch of them too, right? But if you have you might have like a house, like a single family house, and print it on an NFT, because you're probably not going to sell a fractional share of your house, or a piece of your house, because you want to own your house. But for like big real estate deals, I can see, like that fundraise thing.
Yeah.
You can invest $2,000. You're basically buying a fraction of a massive deal.
Yeah.
And you're getting equivalent returns to what you invested. I believe big deals like that will be put on like a Flare network, where there's smart contracts, and you'll be able to sell half of a Flare for coffee.
Yeah.
And then they'll receive whatever Starbucks will receive Bitcoin if they want to receive it on their end. And the Flare will just be in this kind of like a XRP pool, constantly being traded between people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's going to be both. I think NFTs are going to do way more. You can power up NFTs, so you can have them operate a certain way, like within a video game, so they have certain characteristics.
Yeah. And
you'll be able to sell. It's going to be insane if if it all takes place.
It's definitely very interesting. So you don't think that Charles asked NFTs, or says NFTs could also oversaturate and become the junk wax baseball cards of the 90s?
Well, look at baseball cards now.
Yeah.
People are like, those things were going crazy because of Gary Vee. He brought all that stuff back. No, I think there's going to be a bear market for it, and it's crazy right now. So anything that doesn't make sense logically, like in a market, it means it's overbought, or oversold. So that stuff's coming to an end. I mean, bunch of people are going to get burned on those digital punk, whatever, I forget what they're called. That they're buying them for millions of dollars. Yeah. I bet they'll be worth maybe $100 or $1,000 in the near future.
Oof.
Yeah, because I think there's some fraud in there too that are hyping these things. So yeah, there's gonna be a bear market, but I don't think it's going away. I think eventually all that stuff's gonna come up, and they're gonna make new highs, and people will start buying them at stupid levels again, and so the cycle continues.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, so I'll be buying those up when they're cheap.
NFTs.
Yeah, all the stupid stuff that people buy.
I mean, I definitely see some utility, because when that the guy who told me about the watch, when he said that, that's when it almost clicked for me. Like there's utility beyond just art, because that's what I was looking at it. I was like, art, music, yes.
Yeah.
But something like that, that would definitely, because it serves a purpose beyond just you holding like a digital art of your watch or whatever. It serves a purpose beyond that. If you transfer ownership, you transfer physical ownership and you transfer digital ownership. So if the thing ever gets stolen, it's basically worthless and people can't sell it.
Yeah. And that goes for physical art and stuff too. Like if someone, like a Picasso, if you can imprint and that would be a bad example because you're not going to put something on the painting itself. But like for new artists and stuff like that, like that Banksy guy, if he made a physical form of it and then imprinted it on the blockchain and had like a little QR code, you can't steal it.
Yeah. Some light jazz music in the background there. Does anybody else have any more questions? Give me.
You must be new or something, man. We the best, man.
Give me one cryptocurrency. Give me two cryptocurrencies that you think people should research, take a look at.
Oh man. Yes, Solana.
Okay.
Okay. They're definitely competing already with Ethereum. Polkadot. That's a serious one. I think they're going to be serious in the future. And then what was that other one? Chainlink.
Whammy!
So take a look at Solana,
Chainlink,
and Polkadot. So those are the three.
We need more of that. Let him feel it today.
Michael Kopa.
Love that guy.
Michael, I'm glad you didn't listen to me when I told you to sell. So congratulations.
What was it?
I would have sold a long time ago. He got into DWAC too. He got into it like very early yesterday morning.
At $25 or whatever?
No, way less than that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was down in the teens at that point, and so he probably 10x'd his money. But now it's 133. This thing keeps getting halted too. 142, man, it's just
they can't stop the tinfoil hat Trump people.
Nope. My goodness, this thing is cruising.
It went up to 175.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Hey, you little pug-nosed hussy, let me tell you something.
Oh, Michael got in at $9.
$9. I hope it was $1 million that you invested.
Man.
If this what is this it's the 30-minute chart. They keep freezing it. That's why.
Yeah.
Man.
Now it's 129. What is bounce auction? Have you heard of that?
No.
No? Okay. We'll have to take a look at that, Sandra. And then is Kraken a good app for buying crypto?
Yeah, they're legit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they actually started the first crypto bank out in Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Kraken Financial. So that should be pretty interesting, but they're legit.
Okay. Sandra said it was on Coinbase, bounce auction. So I'll have to take a look at that.
I'll look into it.
All right. Well, any more questions?
Stop it. Get some help.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. It was a pleasure.
Fun as always. I appreciate when you come on, Doug, and I appreciate your insight into the cryptocurrency. And thanks for getting me into it because, yeah.
Because you're having fun.
Because I'm having fun. Before I met Doug, I was the biggest skeptic. I mean, you would have thought that Jamie Dimon and I are best friends with the way that I was talking about cryptocurrencies. So thank you, Doug. I appreciate it. And
yeah, man.
I've made some good money, so I appreciate it.
Good. We're about to make a lot more.
That's right. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate it. And yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
See you, man.
See you, Doug.
It's that simple.
Awesome. Well, let's give Doug some emoji hand claps. There we go. Sandra's already starting it. Vicky, the best app to buy crypto. There's a couple. I like Uphold, Coinbase, Webull, Kraken. There's what's the one from the Winklevoss twins? Gemini. Those are all legit ones. So those are some good ones. Awesome. Well, if you'd like to invest in Revival today, you can do so now. And do we have something new for him? Let's do the DWAC. We can do the DWAC things again. One of the DWAC shirts. The DWAC shirt, since it's still cruising from yesterday. There we go. DWAC to the moon. So, for your gift today, for your investment Revival today, we'll send you that as a thank you. That way you can show your support for DWAC. Oh, wow. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that. Michael, that's interesting. You worked with Ken Diamond. Interesting. Thank you, thank you, Kofi. Get those shirts to you. But yeah, you can donate by doing #donate on Facebook, just like Kofi did right there. Text RT to 50155. $ RT Give on Cash App, at RT Give on Venmo, revivaltoday.com/PayPal if you'd like to give by PayPal. We also accept cryptocurrencies, a lot of different ones. You can scan the QR code, and it'll bring up a page where you can donate the cryptocurrencies. And if there's any cryptocurrency you don't see on there that you'd like to donate, call our office, 412-446-2332. And then you can send a check to Revival Today, P.O. Box 7, Prosperity, Pennsylvania, 15329. Don't forget to claim your offer at revivaltoday.com/offer. That way, some of the platforms, we don't get everybody's information. So you can take that additional step to claim your offer so we can send that to you. Make sure you tune in again at 11 a.m. for Revival Today Live with Evangelist Jonathan. And then Revival Today Live at 4 p.m. with Maddie. Check the news tonight at 10 p.m. And then Monday morning, 7:30 a.m., morning prayer with Kofi. And I'll see you again on Monday morning. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you share the broadcast. Appreciate it. Go out there, make some money today. DJ, I'll look into that, into QNT. Let me write that down, QNT. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you all on Monday.